guys, and welcome to this Christmas holiday themed video. In this video, I'm going to be setting up and decorating my Christmas tree. I'm also going to be making some Christmas brownies, so I'm super excited to share these festive holiday activities with you guys. I'm first starting out by sweeping the area that I will be placing my Christmas tree. I decided to place the tree right in front of the window so that people walking by could see the lights and I could enjoy the Christmas tree in my living room as I'm sitting on the couch. After I swept the floor, I just assembled the tree by putting all of the pieces together, and then I spread out the pine leaves so that everything was even and I could get rid of as much space open on the tree as possible. I didn't fully complete this step until later on after I filmed. I noticed there was a lot of spaces in the tree after I was looking back at the footage, but I also covered up these spaces with the ornaments I put on. This year, I just decorated my tree with some very simple ornaments from Dollar Tree. I just like to use the traditional colors of red, green, and gold. Later on, when my family came to visit, we added more ornaments that were passed down from generations and I've had since my childhood, so that really helped to fill up the tree later on. But for now, I just wanted to keep it simple and just put on my simple Dollar Tree ornaments. Even just turning on these Christmas tree lights with no ornaments on the tree yet was so comforting and cozy to me. I just love the way this little tree lights up my whole living room. I have a pretty small apartment, so this tree was the perfect size. I didn't need anything super big this year. I just wanted something small to fit in this little space that I had, and it matched perfectly with the garland that I already had up that was lighting up my doorway. So I hope you guys enjoy watching me set up this tree. I'm going to play some relaxing Christmas themed music for you guys to enjoy. I hope you guys are listening to this video in the background and using it to relax in some way. My goal is to bring you guys positivity and allow you guys to enjoy this holiday season. Once the tree itself was all set up, it was time to put on the ornaments. So I'm just starting off with these small red ornaments with a snowflake design. I'm just spacing them evenly on the tree, making sure they're not too close to one another. And I'm trying to arrange them so that they cover up some of the spaces that are open in the tree just to fill it up a little more and add a pop of color to some spaces. I'm continuing on with some green glittery ornaments as well as some solid green ornaments that just have a shining finish. And then I also place on more of the red ornaments with a white Christmas tree design. Glittering gold reindeer ornaments. I thought these were super cute and I love the red and white bow that they have. I'm also placing a sparkling red ribbon to top the tree instead of a star, and later on I ended up matching this big red bow with some smaller red bows that I placed all around the tree. This is how everything looked so far. I love the traditional red and green colors, and the little reindeer just add a pop that gives the tree some character. Of course, my dog was super cozy by the tree. She really likes this time of the year because I think the lights relax her in a way, just like they do for me. But I continued on with the tree by adding some of these glittering red reindeer. These also just helped fill out the tree and add some more sparkle to it. I continued to add some more of the red and green bulbs until I felt that it was enough. I didn't fill the tree to the fullest capacity because I wanted to leave room for the ornaments that I would be adding later with my family. It's a tradition that we have to decorate the tree together. It's just something that makes us super happy when we open up the ornaments and we see some of the ornaments that are from our childhood that we've been using every year. This is the final look of the tree. This was after we added on several other ornaments that my relative brought when they came to visit. I just love this ice cream cone ornament. It's one of my favorites, and I just love how all of the ornaments give the tree such character and beauty. I thought it turned out amazing. In this next part of the video, I'm going to be making some homemade Christmas brownies. Also, before you guys notice anything, yes, I do know that my shirt is inside out in these clips. I didn't realize it until I was editing the videos, but oh well, it happens. I was making these brownies right when I woke up in the morning, so I guess I was a little bit sleepy and didn't pay attention to how my shirt was. But anyways, we're gonna start off these brownies just by getting all of the ingredients out. As you can see, I have them all set up on my counter. I need a mixing bowl, some measuring cups, and the first step is to melt some of these semi-sweet chocolate chips. So I just melted these in a pan with some butter and some vanilla extract until it was fully melted, and then I added that to the rest of the ingredients. So while this chocolate was melting, I'm going to be preparing the dry ingredients. So I just measured out the flour, sugars, and baking powder and salt, and then I whisked that together. And then I also beat the sugar and butter together in a large bowl. As it was melting with the butter, I just stirred it occasionally to prevent it from clumping up and burning. And I also added some vanilla extract, which is what the recipe called for. I just felt that this really brought out the sweetness of the chocolate and just made the flavor amazing. Once I had all of my dry ingredients added to a bowl, I just set them aside, and then I'm just adding the measured amount of granulated sugar to the bowl, and then I will be adding the chocolate mixture to this. After I mix these together, I'm going to be adding 6 eggs, beating after each egg addition, and then I'm going to add the dry ingredients to this after I've added all of the eggs, and just beat everything together so that it's the perfect brownie consistency. I thought this recipe was super fun to make. I really enjoy Christmas baking. I don't have a lot of time to do baking during the semester, so it was really fun to be creative and put this together during the holiday season. just mixing everything together. Once the dry ingredients were added, I added the dry ingredients just 1/3 at a time, just so everything could mix in evenly and it wouldn't explode just like it did a little bit here. After I added the dry ingredients, the brownie batter was finished. I thought it turned out super good. It tasted just as good as it looks, and it had a lot of air in it, which made the brownies super light and fluffy. I actually forgot to add an ingredient to the batter. I was supposed to add sour cream, but I forgot to add it. But either way, the brownies came out super good. And the finishing touch to the brownie batter was adding some of these semi-sweet mini chocolate chips. This just made the brownies extra chocolatey and sweet. So after the brownie batter was finished, I just added it to some of these pans I had. One of them is a square pan and the other is just a round cake pan. Ideally, I would have added this to a rectangular brownie pan, but I didn't have one on hand. Even without the proper brownie pan, these brownies still turned out good with the pans that I used. While the brownies were baking in the oven, I just decided to clean up my kitchen. So I'm just starting off by cleaning all of the dishes that are in the sink. I just decided to hand wash them since there wasn't a lot to begin with. And then I'm going to be wiping down my counter with my multi-purpose cleaner and a regular cleaning rag. I'm also going to be scrubbing down my stovetop and just leaving my kitchen ready to use for the next time I cook or bake. Brownies were done, so I just pulled them out of the oven and allowed them to cool for about 30 minutes. Once they were fully cooled, it was time to decorate them, which was the best part of making these brownies. I wish I had filmed this part for you guys, but by this part my relatives were awake and I was interacting with them, so I wasn't filming. But basically how I decorated these is I cut them into little squares, and I also used a cookie cutter to cut out different holiday shapes. So as you can see, I made a little gingerbread shape as well as a candy cane and just regular squares. And then I drizzled white chocolate over top of the brownies to add some sweetness and a little bit of a decoration. And lastly, I topped the brownies off with some red, white, and green sprinkles of different varieties. I thought these turned out super cute. They tasted delicious. And I just put these in a really cute box that's meant to hold sugar cookies. The person I gave these to absolutely loved them, and they thought that they were gourmet, so everybody was super surprised when I told them these were homemade. I hope you guys try this recipe. I will leave it in the description. I had a blast making these brownies, decorating my tree, and just putting together this holiday themed video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a short one, but I hope I brought to you some holiday spirit and some joy in some way. As always, I hope you guys are doing well, pursuing your dreams. Thank you so much for supporting me and my videos, and I will see you very soon.